Now on CoastTV News.
Very hot conditions expected for later today into the holiday weekend. Some relief could come in the form of showers and storms. I'll track the heat and talk about storm potential on a future cast coming up.
All eyes are on Beryl, and we have the latest on the hurricane and are showing you where it could be heading next. The 4th may be over, but the celebrations and the traffic are not. We are going to keep you updated with live looks at road conditions and help you battle the holiday traffic. The pressure's on after Biden's highly criticized debate performance, what he's now asking voters to do ahead of the election.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Friday, July 5th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. Thank you all so much for joining us. Well, as we just said, the 4th of July, it's over, but we are still celebrating Independence Day. We are not done yet. And if you're celebrating outside, it's a good idea, but it's also a little hot. So we'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Chahi now. Bob, I really shouldn't say a little. It's really hot.
Yeah, it's going to be really hot later today, Paige, on into the weekend. And yeah, everybody's going to be partaking in the holiday weekend, hanging out by the pool, maybe cookouts today. And it's going to be hot. So, you know, it's getting into the middle of summer, and that's what we can expect. Temperatures in the 70s out the door this morning. We're looking at a light southwest breeze, and for the most part, mainly clear skies, just some clouds here and there, nothing in the way of rain. And I'm glad the weather cooperated last night for fireworks. Some clouds off to the north and west, even a few showers western Maryland into Pennsylvania. Otherwise, we've got the big heat pump developing to our west. Big dome of hot air right through here, through the Carolinas, and just to our west will settle right over us today and tomorrow. So future cast shows those temperatures quickly warming into the 80s as we go through the morning, and then lower 90s by around lunchtime, 70s and 80s at the coast, mid-90s inland, feeling like 100 to 105 later on, and 70s and 80s at the coast, and still stifling heat into this evening. Make sure you have the sunscreen, at least 30 SPF with 10 on the UV scale today. Very high range. We're in the very high range through the holiday weekend into early next week. So the higher SPF, midday shade, limit time outdoors, and try to avoid the sun late morning into early afternoon.
Will do, Bob. Thank you. Forecasters say that Beryl will affect U.S. weather over the next few days. This is a video of the damage that storm caused in Jamaica. Forecasters think it will weaken as it hits the Yucatan Peninsula today, but sometime after that, Beryl could strike southern Texas or northern Mexico. Rip currents could also be making it dangerous for vacationers in states along the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf Coast. They could see stormy weather and flooding. We're going to take a live look now at the Bay Bridge. Many cars expected to go over this bridge during the busy holiday weekend. This is westbound, what it's looking like right now. Of course, we know later on eastbound will get even busier, but it's only 6:04 a.m. and already some traffic on the bridge. So take your time, or give yourself plenty of time if you're heading there this weekend. And of course, if you've been in the car at all, you've seen it. The road's slow going as thousands of visitors are along our coast. We're going to show you the scene on July 4th on Route 1. This was between Lewis and Rehoboth just around 12:15 p.m. Ouch, that's rough. And in Fenwick Island as well there. That's heading towards Ocean City. Again, just a lot of standstill traffic. According to AAA, nearly 71 million Americans will be on the move this weekend. Staggering 60 million of those people are going to make their trips in their cars. And we know many coastal communities lit up the night sky with their own fireworks displays on July 4th, including OC. The town held 2 displays. One was at Northside Park, the other was on the boardwalk. Both of those events began with a live DJ at 8 o'clock, and then the main event, fireworks, those began at different times. One was 9:30, the other was 10. People from really all over the world and the country came to see the Ocean City fireworks. One vacationer says the view in OC just can't be beat.
The best thing here is that you can see the fireworks on the boat if you have one. I think it's the best thing ever.
And Ocean City's downtown fireworks on the beach, those were a bit delayed. The town posted on Facebook saying that show was moved from 9:30 to 10 because of an unexpected high tide. And then in Lewis, celebrations there as well. Crowds of people gathered to experience the fun of the 4th. Boats sailed down the Lewis-Rehoboth Canal as part of the Independence Day boat parade tradition. Floats were judged based on how patriotic their decorations were. One person told us why they enjoy going to the first town for the 4th of July.
Just thought it would be fun to come down and see the ships and all the activities that are here. We've been in the area 5 years from New York and have often gone on the cruise for the fireworks out here and decided to do this today.
And the boat parade is a competition. Those boats are judged on who had the best patriotic decorations. The fun didn't stop there. The annual Doodah Parade also held in the evening, followed by fireworks at dusk. The Go Forth Lewis fireworks launched for the 6th year in a row, and the annual display always made possible by donations. All of this talk of the 4th of July brings us to our Coast TV poll. Pressing question we've been asking you. What's your go-to 4th of July barbecue food? 42% of you say burgers, 30% say hot dogs. Not surprised that those are the top two. 11% of you crabs. I get it. You know, they're delish, but maybe for another time. 13% of you say ribs. I think it's just too hot for ribs. 4% of you say your all-time go-to 4th of July barbecue food is veggie skewers. That surprises me. Yeah. I'm trying not to judge. Bob and I are like, okay, we're not going to judge you. We love you. But if you haven't voted yet, you still can. Go to CoastTV.com or vote on the mobile app. As we move on, new this morning, officials are continuing to investigate a car crash in Millsboro where a car was actually overturned. According to the agency, this all happened a little after 5:30 Thursday evening at the Mid-Sussex Rescue Squad. And you can see a red Hyundai right there on its head. The fire company says the car was driving on Indian Mission Road when it left the road and then was launched into a ditch. Officials say all passengers were already out of that car when the crews arrived. Also in Millsboro, Delaware State Fire Marshals investigating a trailer fire that happened Wednesday. It was just before 5 o'clock. You can see that there on your screen. According to officials, it happened right across from the Serendipity restaurant. Officials say it appears the contractor was demolishing that trailer and debris caught fire after the contractor had left. Delaware State Police will continue to investigate after they confirmed a bicyclist was hit by a car in Fenwick Island Thursday. They say the cyclist was taken to a local hospital. The extent of injuries still not known. This all happened yesterday just before 2 o'clock. DelDOT says the accident was cleared right around 3:30 p.m. Troopers will continue to share more details as they learn them. Well, a pilot still healing after a plane crash in Sussex County Thursday afternoon. We have some photos to show you, really intense photos here. The Roxana Volunteer Fire Company says that plane crashed near the 34,000 block of Rickards Road in Frankfurt. Firefighters say they found the airplane at the end of a field upside down after it fell from the trees. The fire company says injuries actually appeared to be minor. The pilot did not go with first responders to the hospital. Crews made sure there were no fuel leaks, and Delaware State Police were at that scene as well. President Biden continues to face a lot of pressure after his showing at the first presidential debate with Donald Trump. The president's hoping to salvage his bid for another term, and he's asking voters to focus on his 3.5 years of accomplishments, not just that one night. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump remains on the attack. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us what some voters are thinking as the election now only a few months away.
President Biden celebrating the 4th of July holiday at the White House, honoring the country's past, present, and future.
Decades later, we have to look at ourselves and ask the question, will we stand for freedom again? We stand for democracy. We stand together as Americans. I believe we will and we can.
Questions remain about the president's political future following his poor performance at the first presidential debate. Former President Trump seizing on the criticism and sharing this video, making the false claim that Biden is quitting the race.
He just quit, he's quitting the race.
A few Democrats have publicly called on Biden to step aside, including Congressman Lloyd Doggett. Most continue to show support while also expressing concerns.
I think we have to take it day by day. We've got to see the president get out there, show that he's got the stamina, talk directly to the American people.
The American public is divided.
I love Joe and I love Kamala especially.
My concern is, yes, like everybody else, age. But the bottom line is, I can't vote for the other guy, consciously.
If Joe Biden's on the ballot in November, I think that bodes better for Trump, but I do think he's incapable.
The president insists he's staying in the race.
You got me, man. I'm not going anywhere.
The Biden-Harris ticket is heading into a critical stretch for their campaign, seeking to convince voters and donors that Biden is fit for office. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And today, President Biden is scheduled to campaign in Wisconsin before sitting down for his first televised interview since the debate. And we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today. Still ahead, the holiday weekend just beginning. Still a lot of events to enjoy along our coast. We'll tell you the cool things to do on Delmarva. And swimsuit safety, why Rehoboth Beach lifeguards say the brighter, the better. And an offshore wind meeting is blowing near along the coast, when you can attend that meeting, and how long DENREC will accept comments on that topic. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Welcome to Farmhouse Pet Lodge, your pet's home away from home. Our state-of-the-art secure lodge offers exceptional care for dogs, cats, and other pets. For daycare or boarding with private suites, custom food prep, UV air filtration, centralized disinfection, and 24/7 care. Your pet will be safe, healthy, and happy. Book now and get 10% off your first stay. Ask about our grooming services and tailored training programs. Give your furry friends an amenity-filled vacation at our family-owned, conveniently located Farmhouse Pet Lodge.
It's whaler season at Taylor Marine Center. Enjoy summer savings on the unsinkable legend, Boston Whaler. Taylor Marine Center has unprecedented inventory, factory incentives, and year-end savings on Montauk's, Vantages, the newly designed Dauntless, and the offshore classic Outrage. Taylor Marine Center, with 2 award-winning locations to serve you in Milford, Delaware, and Ocean City, Maryland. Visit Taylor Marine today, your whaler season dealer.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
6:13 on our Friday morning. Beautiful sunrise on our Boardwalk Plaza Cam. 76 in Rehoboth right now, and pretty much everybody is in the low to mid 70s. It's going to get hot today. A light breeze right now, and that will be a hot breeze later on with mainly clear skies right now. A few showers western Maryland up into Pennsylvania, but we're watching this dome of hot air that's building into our west and will be with us a couple of days. So if you're out about the beach, the pool, or the golf course, make sure you have plenty of water with you. Very hot. 94 and humid, feeling like 101 to 106 later today. So that water important, and taking breaks in the heat also important.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. If you were planning to vote in the Slaughter Beach election on Saturday, don't. The town says the election was canceled after only 3 candidates filed for 3 open town council seats. Benjamin Monastero, Joanne Pleskia, Robert Wood, they'll all be sworn in for their 2-year terms at Monday's town council meeting. Addressing now a hot topic along the coast, on July 9th, DENREC will have a virtual public hearing on offshore wind. This meeting will focus on the wind farm that's to be located off the coast of Maryland. The power transmission cables are proposed to land at Delaware Seashore State Park's 3 R's Beach and connect with a substation to be built near the Indian River Power Plant. Along with the virtual hearing, written comments will be accepted to DENREC until September 9th. The Justice Department wants a guilty plea from Boeing as part of a deal with the company, and if not, the DOJ must file criminal charges against the company by July 7th in order to go to trial. According to lawyers representing families of the victims of 2 fatal 737 MAX crashes, the department's nearing an agreement with Boeing. The deal would include a guilty plea to criminal charges, a fine, and a corporate monitor. Jeff Bezos is planning on selling $5 billion worth of Amazon shares, and this all comes after the stock hit a record high. Following the sale, the Amazon founder would still own 912 million shares. That's nearly 9% of the company. Bezos already unloaded over $8 billion worth of shares earlier this year. Still ahead this morning, we're talking swimsuit safety, what colors to consider when planning for fun on the beach, and why Rehoboth Beach officials say the pool also very important.
And Paige, I just saw today is National Bikini Day. All right, yeah, so fitting there. We're seeing some haze, some high clouds on our camera in Laurel right now. Very hot weather in store for today and into the weekend. That has prompted a heat advisory for Delmarva. I'll tell you how hot it gets and if any rain cools us off in the days to come. Your forecast in 2 minutes.
The Today Show, weekdays at 7 on Coast TV.
Transform your outdoor spaces with Expert Wire. Safe, professional installed outlets for your porch, patio, or pool area mean no more extension cords. We make it seamless and convenient. Call or visit expertwire247.com. Leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on Coast TV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Come to Out in the Light, where your treasure awaits.
Nestled in the heart of America's coolest small town, Out in Delights is not just your average gift shop, but where you can go for extraordinary finds, carrying items such as nautical decor, vintage vinyl, jewelry, holiday decor year-round, souvenirs, and toys. Don't forget to add a little fun to your shopping by checking out Zoltar or our penny crushing machine. Find what delights you at Out in Delights on Main Street in Berlin, across the street from the Mermaid Museum.
Welcome to Bella Terra, where something new is always in bloom. Explore our 20 greenhouses filled with thousands of plants, from exotic tropicals to beloved natives. Our knowledgeable staff with over 50 years of experience are here to help you take your garden to the next level. Conveniently located off Route 16 between Milton and Ellendale, Bella Terra is your destination for fun-filled gardening adventures. Check us out on our website and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you soon at Bella Terra Landscapes and Garden Center.
No city in the world like this, and if you ask how I know, I got to plead the fifth. Make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Transform your outdoor spaces with Expert Wire. Safe, professional installed outlets for your porch, patio, or pool area mean no more extension cords. We make it seamless and convenient. Call or visit expertwire247.com. Leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
It is 6:18 on this Friday. We are going to take a live look right now at Seaford, where it looks like it's going to be a bright, beautiful, sunny, and as we said, Bob, very hot day.
Hot and muggy, Paige, and that'll be the case today and tomorrow. We've already had one round of this heat, a heat wave, as we kicked off summer. The official start to summer now. It's another couple of days with highs in the 90s and high heat index values. That's why we have a heat advisory away from the coastal areas for Delaware and Maryland. So along the coast, you get a little bit of relief, but everybody else inland, we're in the heat and humidity. It's already starting out on the mild side with temperatures in the low to mid 70s right now. A little cooler in Ocean City at 68, and a light southwest breeze will continue to pump in that heat and humidity with time. Mostly clear skies right now, just a few clouds floating through Delmarva. Otherwise, we're seeing a few showers up near Maryland and Pennsylvania with the front, but the bigger story is high pressure offshore, kind of like a Bermuda high, and in that position, it gets very hot with a heat dome that's building over us and extends farther back to the west. So we're warming up quickly through the 70s into the mid-80s by 10:30 on Futurecast. And look at this, by 3 o'clock, we're in the mid-90s from Ellendale to Milton to Lewis, down to Selbyville, over to Salisbury. A little bit of relief along the coast with temperatures in the 70s and 80s. So a little bit of a sea breeze there through the evening, but still 80s and 90s even early this evening. And temperatures only fall off into the mid to upper 70s by Saturday morning. So if you don't have the AC, it's going to be a very tough night to sleep. We're looking at temperatures warming once again into the low to mid 90s Saturday afternoon, a little cooler at the beaches, and maybe some relief in the form of showers and storms Saturday evening, maybe some heavier rain, gusty winds with these. Let's hope that's the case. I know it's the holiday weekend, a lot of folks out and about. Keep an eye to the sky, have the Coast TV weather app on your phone as we're looking at maybe some of these showers lingering into very early Sunday, and maybe some debris clouds hanging on Sunday, keeping us a little cooler. Right now we're thinking temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, but if we see some of these showers that could keep us a little cooler through your Sunday. Not cool with the feels like temperature, 100 to about 103 for today. Pretty much the same tomorrow, but some places 104, 105, 106. Yeah, it's going to be bordering on dangerous heat, and still those heat indices over 100 as we go into your Sunday. Here's Hurricane Beryl now moving onto the Yucatan Peninsula. It's kind of a shell of what it once was, packing winds of 110 miles per hour, but it still could reemerge and become a hurricane again after it weakens to a tropical storm, with time maybe landing into southern Texas by Monday morning as a Category 1 hurricane. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Hot as we head into the weekend with 90s, hit and miss storms, especially later Saturday, then again on Sunday, 89 on Sunday, and right around that 90-degree mark Monday through Wednesday. Hit and miss showers and storms, and maybe some moisture from Beryl heading our way by the end of the week. Let's hope, with some more showers and storms, and 87 on Thursday.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. The beach may be part of your plans today or this weekend, but did you know something as simple as the color of your swimsuit could make you a lot safer? Lifeguards in Rehoboth Beach say that bright neon-colored bathing suits make it a lot easier to monitor swimmers.
So especially with these 4th of July big crowds, you want to be able to stand out and be visible to our lifeguards. So usually with your suits, you kind of want to make them bright. You want to wear bright colors such as, yellow, maybe some pink, red, green. If it's neon, that's even better, just so we can see it and compare it to the color of the ocean.
And while a pool can be a little more translucent than the ocean, lifeguards say it's still a good safety practice for swimmers to wear bright colors.
Fireworks and fun. Coming up, I'll show you the 4th of July festivities continuing this weekend and other cool things to do.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
Enjoy some family time with America's pastime at the Delmarva Shorebirds. When you're here, everything inside is fair ball. Your favorite treats, craft beers, fireworks every Saturday, and the best giveaways. Tickets start at just $15 to see the O Stars of Tomorrow on Delmarva today. Save time. Buy tickets online at theshorebirds.com.
Find your summertime style at H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke. Refresh your home with our huge in-stock selection. Ask about our prompt delivery and up to 12 months interest-free financing. Try out our full range of Serta mattresses, America's #1 mattress brand. Relax in our Lazy Boy Motion Furniture Gallery. Browse our full line of appliances like Speed Queen. And trust our professional and experienced service and installation team. Make your home a reflection of you at H&H Furniture and Appliances in Pocomoke.
The Delaware Electric Cooperative is gearing up for its Board of Directors election. This year, 10 members are running to fill 6 seats. Beginning Monday, July 8th at 8 a.m., members can vote online or through a mail-in paper ballot. Online and mail-in voting will end August 9th at 8 p.m. And to learn more, visit our website, CoastTV.com. Happening right now, you can expect an increased law enforcement presence on the roads for the holiday weekend. Maryland State Police will be working to combat impaired, aggressive, and distracted driving. There will be an increased presence on numerous roadways, including US 50, 13, 413, and in work zones. We bring back now First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. Bob, a lot of people going boating, beach, all that good stuff. I bet they've all been looking forward to what you have to say about today.
I would think so. To escape the heat inland, it's going to be very hot, so you want to be on the water, near the water. Yeah, pool, beach, all the above, because it'll be really hot inland. But along the beaches, not as bad. Lower 80s for Chincoteague, maybe a little cooler for you in Assateague. Your temperature's near 80 degrees, lots of sunshine. Make sure you have that higher SPF sunscreen. Fenwick Island, you're in the low to mid 80s later today. Ocean City, you're in the lower 80s. Rip current threat is low, but the UV index is high. Waves around 2 to 4 feet. Next 3 days in Cambridge, hot. 90s hot today and tomorrow, especially more storms Saturday and then Sunday 89. Then Crisfield, lower 90s for you, and then stormy into this weekend at times, and then 85 on Sunday. So those storms do take the edge off the heat a little bit with time, but today and tomorrow really hot. Much more on the heat and your holiday weekend forecast coming up.
Looking forward to that, Bob. Thank you. And of course, we've reached the first full weekend of July. The beaches, like Bob said, they will be packed this weekend. Crowds will gather on one beach in particular, and that's where 4th of July festivities continue. We're going to check in now with Coast TV's Mallory Metzner for your cool things to do.
It's 4th of July weekend, round 2, and there's still a chance to watch the fireworks. If you didn't get to see them yet during the holiday week, Rehoboth Beach is celebrating Independence Day into this weekend. Watch fireworks from the beach on July 6th at dusk. The Funsters are performing before and after at the bandstand. A 58-year-old event is coming to Lewis this weekend. A variety of art mediums will be on display at St. Peter's Church on 2nd Street. Organizers say proceeds go towards supporting multiple community organizations like the Community Resource Center in Rehoboth and Primeros Pasos. This art show dates back to 1966 and is held on the first Saturday in July. Check out this year's art from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on July 6th. Sticking around in Lewis, Yoga on the Canal continues this Sunday. These donation-based classes start at 8 a.m., raising money for locals in need. A week-long celebration is underway for the Cape May Lewis Ferry's 60th anniversary. Toast the occasion with the specialty cocktail, a White Russian, which gained popularity in the 1960s. For the 19th year, crowds will gather to watch crabs race in Millsboro. The annual event is sponsored by and benefits the Sons of AmVets Post 2. There will be kids' games, raffles, and of course, crab racing from noon to 5 on Saturday. Check out the Cool Things to Do article on CoastTV.com to keep reading about all of these events and to keep planning out your weekend.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in tile, to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
I was able to look at everything that I was looking for from my new kitchen, including the backsplash and the countertop and the sinks all in one place.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
If you're looking to build at the beach, the Lee & Wilkinson Group is here to represent you. We'll guide you through the process to turn your dream home into a reality. Our long-standing relationships with both the large and boutique builders and extensive knowledge of our market are just some of the reasons why we've been the #1 real estate team in coastal Delaware for over 25 years. From foundation to forever, the Lee & Wilkinson Group is a proud affiliate of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services PenFed Realty.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. Nobody can drag me down.
Kiss Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Now on CoastTV News. Very hot conditions expected for later today into the rest of the holiday weekend. Some relief could come with some showers and storms this weekend. I'll track the heat and storm potential on FutureCast coming up.
We're also tracking Beryl, where the storm is now, and what its plans could be for the weekend. With the holiday fun comes the holiday traffic. We're showing you live road conditions and we'll help you get where you're going quickly and safely. 4th of July means hot dogs and usually Joey Chestnut, but we have a look at the new Nathan's Champions.
This is Coast TV News Today.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. Thank you so much for joining us as we continue this morning. It is 6:31, and maybe you had a lot of fun yesterday. Maybe the fun doesn't stop today. I would get behind that. So if you are having some fun on the beach, the pool, the boat, we'll bring in Bob Trahy to help you prepare. Bob, it's going to be hot today.
It's going to be hot, and even though the 4th is over, Paige, you know, we still have the cookouts, the pool parties, the hanging out by the beach and all that stuff today. Well, hang out by the beach because that'll be the cool spot today. It's going to be hot elsewhere. We're already pretty warm or mild and muggy this morning. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s. We have a light southwest breeze that's continuing to pull in the warmth and humidity. Just a few clouds across Delmarva. A stray shower across Maryland and Pennsylvania. That's with the front, but we're dry and hot today as our flow is coming out of the south. Big dome of heat will be over us the next couple of days. So FutureCast quickly rising through the 70s into the 80s this morning. By noon, pretty much right around that 90-degree mark. Inland areas in 70s and 80s at the beaches. And then I think you're right around 80 in Bethany Beach around 3 o'clock, but 85 Rehoboth, 94 in Lewis, and low to mid 90s inland. You add the humidity. It's going to be feeling like 100 to 105 right into the evening hours. So really take it slow. Use extra caution in the heat. And check out today's checklist. Take it slow in the heat, obviously. Dress for summer. Check on your elderly neighbors as well. Make sure they have a nice, cool place. Have water on hand, cold beverage preferably, with that higher SPF sunscreen. And the sunglasses will come in handy, too.
All right, Bob, thank you. Today, Beryl's moving across the Yucatan Peninsula, and forecasters say it could slam into southern Texas or northern Mexico in the coming days. Other U.S. states could also see some impacts from Beryl this weekend. Amy Kiley shows us how it's impacting weather in the U.S.
Everything is gone. Everything you can think about is gone.
Beryl isn't likely to do damage in the U.S. like it did in the Caribbean.
One shed there, another one there, and a lot of water coming inside. The rooftop blew off. The houses them down there so blew off.
But forecasters say Beryl will affect U.S. weather over the next few days, and vice versa. They think it will weaken as it hits the Yucatan Peninsula today. Sometime after that, Beryl could strike southern Texas or northern Mexico. The storm also could make it dangerous for vacationers in states along the Gulf of Mexico.
For all of this holiday weekend, there will be significant rip current risk all the way from Florida all the way down to Mexico.
The Gulf Coast also could see stormy weather and flooding.
That heavy rainfall will be right on top of where we've already seen heavy rainfall from the tropical storm a couple of weeks ago.
In some other states, the impact actually goes the other way. Forecasters say a high-pressure system is behind the heat advisories for parts of the southeast and east coast today. If it sticks around, they say, that could push Beryl away from the region.
We have to evacuate. All I have to do is just put all my stuff in this little black trailer here and haul it out of here, and we're just waiting.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
All right, we're now going to take a live look at the Bay Bridge. As you know it, many a car is expected to cross over the bridge westbound and eastbound over the busy holiday weekend. This is a live look at westbound. You can already see, looks like it's the middle of the day, normally what we're looking at. So get on the road early, folks, if you're traveling over the bridge. And of course, if you've been in the car at all, then you've definitely seen it. The roads are slow going, especially in the Route 1 area, as thousands of visitors visit our coast. This was the scene on July 4th. This was Route 1 between Lewis and Rehoboth, just around noon. We're going to have another look at traffic in Fenwick Island, heading towards and away from Ocean City. Yeah, standstill traffic definitely in a lot of areas. According to AAA, nearly 71 million Americans will be on the move this weekend. 60 million of those people are expected to make their trip in their car. Locals and vacationers all came together to celebrate the 4th of July. Beautiful lights. Look at these fireworks. They lit up Ocean City. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zapay shows us why the 4th of July is one of the busiest times in OC.
Ocean City held 2 different fireworks shows to celebrate the 4th of July. And Lucian Phillips says why he thinks everyone wants to watch the light show in OC.
The best thing here is that you can see the fireworks on the boat. If you have one, I think it's the best thing ever.
The Northern Side Park and Ocean City Boardwalk both had fireworks going off to celebrate Independence Day. And people came from all around the country to see the show, which meant heavy traffic and parking being a rarity in town. Something Bob Brenner, who runs part of the parking in Ocean City, knows well.
In the blink of an eye, we had a batch of people come in earlier today, and some of them are starting to head home. They want to avoid the traffic jam that's always occurred the evening of the 4th of July.
Whether someone was watching from the beach, on a boat, or on the bridge, they were bound to have a great view of some 4th of July fireworks.
It's great meeting with people, and people are patriotic and waving our great symbol of freedom, and that's the American flag.
I asked over a dozen people why they decided to go to the Ocean City fireworks, and they told me that you just can't beat the view. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
New this morning, officials will continue to investigate a car crash in Millsboro where a car overturned. According to the agency, it all happened a little after 5:30 Thursday evening, and you can see that red Hyundai right there on your screen. The fire company says that car was driving on Indian Mission Road, and that is when it left the road and then launched into a ditch. Officials say all the passengers were already out of the car when crews arrived. A 4th of July tradition, of course, we're talking the Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. That took place in Coney Island, New York. The absence, of course, of 16-time champ Joey Chestnut left a bit of a void that was hard to swallow for some fans, but that also meant a new champion. It's Patrick Bertoletti out of Chicago would win the coveted mustard belt after downing 58 hot dogs. On the women's side, the reigning champ Miki Sudo turned in a historic performance, devouring 51 dogs in 10 minutes, setting a new record. All right, still more to get to this morning. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, we're going inside a military plane museum in Sussex County, showing you the deep roots the company has on Delmarva and why the business is so special. And another wind farm meeting is making its way towards Delmarva. What that meeting will focus on and how long you have to make your voice heard on the hot topic along the coast. Stick with us.
Embrace a healthier lifestyle today at Rehoboth Beach Running Company. Whether you're a casual walker or a passionate runner, your journey begins with us. Our gear suits every lifestyle, ensuring your peak performance. With doctor-recommended professional fitting services and the Eastern Shore's largest Hoka inventory, we're about enhancing your well-being, ensuring every step is a comfortable and rewarding experience. Step into a world where health meets happiness. At Rehoboth Beach Running Company, it's always a great day for a run.
When disaster strikes your property, recovering from damages can be tough on your time and your livelihood. The Restoration Group is available 24/7. Water, fire, and mold damage is our specialty. Our certified technicians and our client coordinator will help you navigate the process and give you peace of mind. When it comes to damage, we don't just restore homes and businesses, we restore lives.
Disasters are temporary, relationships are lasting.
Call the Restoration Group today for all your water, fire, and mold needs.
There's a difference between a great golf setting and a setting for great golf. You've seen the Open before, right? We're talking about wind, sea, rain, dunes, bunkers, rough. There's a reason the forces that make the Scottish coastline also make the champion golfer of the year. Unbelievable. This isn't just the Open. It's golf, as it's meant to be. The Open Championship on NBC and Peacock. Part of the greatest summer of golf.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, First Alert Weather means we are always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
We have a strong line that begins to press its way through central portions of Sussex.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
In sunshine or storms, our promise is to guide, inform, and protect. Weather coverage that prioritizes you. Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
It is 6:40 on our Friday morning. Beautiful start on our Tunnel and Razor. Cam Lewis, 76 for you. Not seeing any boaters yet, but I'm sure with this hot weather, they'll be out there today. Looking at temperatures beginning in the 70s, so already a very muggy and warm start. A light breeze out of the southwest. Seeing a few clouds out there right now. The showers are well to our north and west through Pennsylvania and western Maryland. Otherwise, it's the heat pump from the south. That'll be the big story today as that heat dome builds in today and tomorrow. Here's your golf forecast. If you're out and about on the fairways and the greens and whatever you're doing outside, dress for the heat and stay hydrated. Very hot and humid. Have water on the golf cart. 94, but feeling like 100 to 105 today. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather line. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
In Milton, the town continues to work on affordable housing initiatives. Next Thursday, Sussex County's Habitat for Humanity will be speaking about the organization's role in the development of housing and fixing current homes. In traffic news, Mount Zion Road between Seaford Road and Route 13 in Laurel will be closed beginning Monday. We're showing you that area on your screen right now. Crews will be there working on installing a crossroad pipe, and that work should last until July 26th. Addressing a hot topic along the coast on July 9th, DENREC will hold a virtual public hearing on offshore wind. This meeting will focus on the wind farm that's to be located off the coast of Maryland. The power transmission cables are proposed to land at Delaware Seashore State Park's 3 Hours Beach and then connect with the substation to be built near the Indian River Power Plant. Along with the virtual hearing, written comments will be accepted to DENREC until September 9th. At the Corman Airport in Greenwood, you'll find an aerial spraying business in hangars alongside a military plane museum. It's all owned and operated by Jeff Corman. The business sprays over Delaware, Maryland, and some of Eastern Shore, Virginia. Coast TV's Mallory Metzner took flight with Corman in an advanced trainer plane that was once used by the military.
If you see a yellow crop duster in Delaware, it's most likely Jeff Corman's. Corman's aerial spraying operates out of Corman Airport in Greenwood with 26 aircraft in total.
Some people collect cars, I collect airplanes.
Including 5 World War II and Korean War vintage airplanes. This North American AT-6 fighter trainer plane has flown 6,500 hours since it was built in the 1940s. 4,500 of those hours were logged by the Navy and Marine Corps. It was retired in 1954, and then Corman bought it in 2021. Corman now flies these advanced fighter trainer planes, demonstrating positive G maneuvers like loops and rolls.
Nothing violent. We leave that to airplanes that are specifically designed for it. And these are designed for fighter combat maneuvers. Nervous?
I'm not really processing any nerves right now.
I got to fly in the 1955 North American T-28.
That was an instrument trainer in Pensacola for the Navy.
They strapped me in with a parachute and helmet and gave me a quick tutorial about how the plane flies. Even letting me take over once we were airborne. But Corman guided us through the stunts, catching G's and feeling weightless once we were completely upside down. We flew from Greenwood to the coast and cruised from Broadkill to Lewis Beach in no time, flying over Rehoboth and Milford on the way back. Before I knew it, we were back at the airport, touching down from the ride of a lifetime for me and a daily routine for Corman.
This business has been here since 1950. Started with Joe Hudson, and my dad bought the aerial spraying business from Joe in 1987, and then I came along in 2010 and bought the business from my father.
The planes are inspected every year.
They're all a piece of history. Every one of them is, and they all have a story to tell, and they have a story to tell of the people that learned in them. So it's nice to be able to pass that on. I'm just the caretaker of them. They'll be here after I'm gone.
A family business with deep roots in Sussex County. I'm Mallory Metzner, over Sussex County, Coast TV News.
Oh, neat story there, and beautiful vintage planes indeed. Our weather is not bad this morning. Seaford, we're seeing some clouds. It is mild and muggy, and it's going to get hot into the weekend. In fact, that has prompted a heat advisory for Delmarva for today and tomorrow. I'll tell you how hot it gets and if any rain cools us off into the weekend coming up in a couple of minutes.
A happy place comes in many colors. One that leaves you feeling refreshed.
Thank you very much, honey.
Something that gets you all fired up. Or gives you the space to chill. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy.
Feels like home. At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, because we're Delmarva proud.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
Nobody can drag me down. Where your mouth is, that's what you get for waking up in Vegas. The way you ride it, girl, makes the fellas go, whoa.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtapes on 102.5 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Almost 6:48 on your Friday morning. We are going to take a live look at Rehoboth Beach, where a lot of people are going to be celebrating. Ooh, a lot of people already on the beach there, Bob. They couldn't wait to celebrate.
Yeah, was that guy doing donuts out there? Oh, no, he was just driving by on the beach.
I think it's one of those sand cleaners.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So folks are out and about. I think they're taking advantage of the cooler temperatures early in the morning, Paige, because by this afternoon it's going to be roasting out there. We have a heat advisory for everybody, excluding the coast, but everybody inland, both today and tomorrow. Very, very hot conditions all across Sussex County. You see this little strip along the coast where you do not have that heat advisory because you will see the feels like temperatures in the 80s and lower 90s as opposed to triple digits inland. And down near Salisbury, Willards, also Ocean Pines, you're in this heat advisory, and the eastern shore as well around Cambridge and Easton. Exercise caution as we go into this weekend. It will be pretty nasty with the heat and humidity. It's already pretty mild into the mid-70s for the most part as we have light winds out of the southwest that will continue to bring in that heat and humidity with time. Across Delmarva right now, mainly clear skies, seeing a few storms north of Baltimore into Maryland and Pennsylvania, but we're going to be dry. As you can see, clear skies off to our south and west, and we have a lot of this heat pumping in from the south as we have a Bermuda high taking shape to our east, and that's a perfect setup for the heat across the East Coast, and that will be with us the next couple of days as we quickly rise through the 70s into the mid to upper 80s late morning. Look at 3 o'clock on Futurecast. 94 Millsboro, Salisbury 94, 91 in Berlin, but some relief along the coast. 70s and 80s from Ocean City up to Dewey Beach. It's slowly falling through the 80s this evening. It's going to be a hot and muggy Friday evening, and overnight a slow decline in those temperatures through the 70s. 70s. I don't think we're dropping below the mid-70s tomorrow morning. And then it's another hot day on your Saturday into the afternoon, low to mid-90s, slightly cooler at the beaches. Then we could get some relief in the evening in the form of some showers and storms. And keep an eye to the sky. We have a lot of folks out and about for the holidays, have the Coast TV weather app. Some of these storms could have gusty winds and heavy rain. I know it's not the best timing, but it'll cool us off if this actually happens into Saturday evening through the 70s. And some of those showers could hang on through the overnight into Sunday morning. And maybe we have some debris clouds keeping us a little cooler on Sunday into the 80s. I'm thinking mid to upper 80s, but if the clouds hang tough and we have some showers around, we'll be in the low to mid 80s with a few more showers perhaps into Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. Feels like temperatures today inland 99 to about 103. That's why we have the heat advisory in place. A little worse tomorrow, about 102 to 106, many inland areas, and still some triple-digit heat indices into your Sunday. Here's Hurricane Beryl, not what it is now, or it's a shell of what it once was, but it still looks like it's got good symmetry. It's moving over the Yucatan right now, packing winds of 110 miles per hour. Will weaken to a tropical storm and then could re-energize to a Category 1 hurricane as it nears the Mexican coast or the southern tip of Texas as we go to early next week, bringing them rain. And we could actually get some of that remnant moisture from Beryl late next week. Let's hope so. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. It's a hot one. Mid-90s both today and tomorrow. Hit and miss storms Saturday, then again on Sunday with a high of 89. 90 on Monday. Still a few more storms. It's not going to be a washout. A little cooler Tuesday and Wednesday with upper 80s with showers and storms. And Thursday, maybe some of Beryl's moisture working with storms and 87 degrees.
All right, Bob, thank you. The Milton Farmers Market's having an Independence Day celebration today, July 5th. Those festivities begin at 3:30 at Grace Church. Vendors will be there, as well as plenty of family-friendly activities taking place all day. All right, it is now 6:51. Time again to check in with our coastal pet of the day. Today's coastal pet is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. We always like to show you adoptable pets on Fridays. Look at this very stylish pup, Empress, a very sweet dog who loves to play fetch. She's also known as a complete love bug, likes to hang out and relax. Look at that cute face. If you want to adopt Empress or any other pet, don't forget, go to the Brandywine Valley SPCA. And of course, we want to see the pets you have at your homes on Delmarva. Anything, dogs, cats, or whatever freaky thing you have, send them to us. You can do that by scanning the QR code at the top of your screen and send us photos. And then, of course, watch weekdays 5 to 7. You'll see all the pets we feature.
Seeing a lot of haze and laurel right now as the heat is building. 75 right now. We're headed for the 90s today and tomorrow. Heat advisories in place for Delmarva into the weekend. Some relief possible with some showers and storms, and then more heat into next week and some rain possible. Your 10-day forecast is coming up next.
Shower glass. Our name says it all. We provide the best custom shower glass on the shore in a fraction of the time, and our reviews prove it.
Shower glass delivers the best fit, finish, and fastest service.
Reliable scheduling, competitive pricing, the best in the business.
They're the only one we call for shower glass.
Frameless beauty with speed, accuracy, and lifetime warranties. Shower glass. It's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on CoastTV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
The first time we tried to list our house with my previous realtor, we had no activity whatsoever. But with Pam Price, she just opened our eyes and just enlightened us and just filled us with joy. She assured us that within 30 days we would receive an offer on the house, and yes, we did. We were ecstatic, jumping for joy with all the hard work that Pam Price and her team provided us. Pam Price is a go-getter, she's professional, and she proves that she gets results.
Pulling up to a great-looking home is nice. Curb appeal is important. But here on the coast, even more important is dock appeal. At T&G Builders, if you can dream it, we can create it. For uncompromising quality, contact T&G Builders to design and build your coastal dream home. Over 30 years of integrity, empathy, and love. T&G Builders, the sign of quality. Visit us online at tg-builders.com.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, First Alert Weather means we are always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
We have a strong line that begins to press its way through central portions of Sussex.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
In sunshine or storms, our promise is to guide, inform, and protect. Weather coverage that prioritizes you. Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Well, this is it, Ryan. What do you think? Impressive, Pat.
Ryan Seacrest is getting ready to take the wheel.
We play ourselves on TV.
This is what you're like in real life, in the wild?
Well, not dressed like this.
Ryan Seacrest joins Vanna White this fall on Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune on Coast TV.
It's now 6:55. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. Forecasters say Beryl will affect U.S. weather over the next few days. We have video to show you of the damage it already caused Jamaica. Forecasters think it'll weaken as it hits the Yucatan Peninsula today. Sometime after that, though, Beryl could strike southern Texas or even northern Mexico. Rip currents could also make it dangerous for vacationers in the states along the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf Coast could be seeing stormy weather and flooding. Officials will continue to investigate a car crash in Millsboro where a car was overturned. According to the agency, this happened a little after 5:30 Thursday evening at the Mid-Sussex Rescue Squad. You can see that red Hyundai right there on its head. The fire company says the car was driving on Indian Mission Road. When it left the road, it was launched into a ditch. Officials say the passengers were all already out of the car when crews arrived. 6:56, it's time for a quick look at your forecast now before you head out the door. Bob, feels like a good old July day.
Oh boy, I tell you what, AC is the best place to be, Paige, in a shady spot. Have a lot of water with you because it will be a very hot day. We've got heat advisories for today and tomorrow. It's going to be a scorcher. We're looking at temperatures already in the mid-70s and then quickly through the 80s this morning. Then we're into the 90s in the noon hour, lower 90s, and then by 4 o'clock, 95. But then you factor in the humidity. It'll be feeling like 100 to 105. So use extra caution out there and be really careful in this heat the next couple of days. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 93 Saturday. Once again, those heat indices at least 100 degrees and maybe some relief in the form of showers and storms later in the day into the evening. And then maybe a few more storms on Sunday, 89, and then hit and miss storms into next week, right around 90 Monday through Wednesday. Then we could actually get some moisture from Beryl by the end of next week. That'll be nice. So maybe some appreciable rain at that time and temperatures a little cooler into the mid-80s Friday. And next weekend, looking like summer, Page, 80s to around 90 and some storms.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today. Today's show's next at 7 a.m. We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around. And as always, for more news and coverage you can count on, download the Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a fantastic Friday, everybody.